This is the voice of an Okuman in the wilderness of Nigeria calling for justice. Mr. President, what happened in Benue State have shown more than ever before that in this country we live in perilous times. We live in times of vicissitude and vacillation. We live in times when justice is the most scarce commodity in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Before I conclude my contribution, Mr. President, I call on President Muhammadu Buhari to ring the bell of justice. I call on the Vice President Oshibajo to ring the bell of justice. I call on the Nigerian Senate to ring the bell of justice. Mr. President, we've had reports of panels upon panels, commission of inquiry upon commission of inquiry, presidential committees upon presidential committees. And we have volumes of reports on these satanic killings from Taraba to Benue, from Benue to Zamfara, from Zamfara to Niger State, from Niger State to Enugu, from Enugu to Edo. Mr. President, we have volumes of reports. It is most irresponsible, Mr. President, that none of these reports have been implemented. Mr. President, time upon times, the Nigerian police parade arrested hoodlums, criminals, 10 along Kaduna Road, 20 connected with Zamfara killings, 10 connected with killings in Niger. Yet, Mr. President, there is no justice. All these arrested, paraded criminals find their way back to the society. Where then is justice? Mr. President, what we demand is not a lackadaisical approach from the federal government. This issue has been approached with kid gloves, Mr. President. If this happened in the United States of America, the lives of over 70 Americans, Mr. President, murdered in cold blood, including unborn children and women. Will President Trump be comfortable in White House without paying physical visitation to psychologically assuage the pain of the people? Mr. President, if you speak the truth, you die. If you lie, you die. So it's better we speak the truth and die peacefully. Mr. President, federal government, the security agencies are extremely lackadaisical about these issues. I call today, Mr. President, that if we don't begin to give justice, where justice is needed, in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, be it in Taraba or in Benue, be it in Enugu or in Ogbomoso, justice from north to south, justice from south to west. If we don't give that, Mr. President, we will be inviting a political and insecurity tsunami that we may not be able to curtail. Mr. President, a word is enough for the wise. I want to end this way, Mr. President. President must be bold enough to take bold decisions on this matter. I end this way, Mr. President. While I do not support killings on any side, I want to say without fear or favor that cattle rearing is a personal business. Mr. President, it is a personal business and should be treated as such. A word is enough for the wise. Thank you for the attention.